Well, as far as I'm concerned, she was one of the finest players I got to work with in at least my 20 plus years. She was a great leader by example. You know how that is. And she led by example. I would say character was her strongest trait. When I came in '94, I met with all the girls on the team. We had individual meetings, and I sat her down and I just told her how excited I was to have her. She was a fine tennis player, and she had this look of like shock and amazement. You know, like, what? She goes, I don't think anybody's ever said that to me. She's a great friend to, I know, all of them, all those girls. And she was a great leader for all of them. She was a supportive young woman, and she still is to this day. I have a feeling she'll have a number of her teammates present. When you have the teammate, the leader like that, who plays number one singles, and then is able to lead by example by winning like she did, like constantly, she's easy to play with. I'm going to tell you, she was easy to coach. It took very little from me to draw this out of her. She had it all along. I think she just needed to maybe hear it. Her single season win record that senior year will not ever be broken. I don't believe. She beat everybody in the conference that senior year for sure. But she was a tough player too. Earlier when she was playing down a little bit in the lineup. So I think what it was is growth and success. She played, she went all the way to number one on our team, continued to win, had good regional success, had success against our regional opponents. So I think that had a big part of it. Hi, I'm Chris Hoover, and I'd like to welcome Janelle Crabtree Knight to the Illinois State Athletics Percy Hall of Fame. Janelle, congratulations.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's quite an honor to look out and see all the red and white. It's good morning. Congratulations to all my fellow inductees. I'm looking forward to spending the day with you and watching the Redbirds beat Youngstown State on this beautiful sort of fall day. First, I'd like to thank Linda and Jill for nominating me. I was beyond honored. The respect I hold for them, both of them, truly deepened during the Title IX celebration that ISU hosted a couple of years ago. They told stories of playing multiple sports with just one uniform, driving themselves to games piled in station wagons, having to dress up, this is my favorite, having to dress up in stockings and dresses after competing, and then being served lemonade and cookies. This would be a little far cry from what happens now. That is hard to imagine, especially now as I look at the nice Nike dry fit uniforms my daughter has worn as a Redbird the last 4 years, which are a far cry from our uniforms and heavy cotton t-shirts. Because of the style back then, we wore them 3 sizes too big. I have, one of my friends keeps everything, so, with my teammates. And this was our senior year uniform. And I don't know if you can notice, it went below our elbows. I mean, can you imagine playing tennis on a super hot day, running around the tennis court with like, it's huge. You can bring the sweat out, it's great. Who would want to wear a ginormous t-shirt like that? Things have come a long way for sure. Next, I want to thank Coach Hoover for the introduction and my high school coach, Bob Hoppenstedt. Both were very instrumental in my life. Even now when I play tennis, I can still hear both of their voices in my head during certain points. Return a lot with a lot. Approach shots go down the line. Narrow the court, that was Hoover's favorite. V-volley, and super warm-up. Coach Hoppenstedt had us memorize a poem before our first high school practice every year. It was called To Be an Athlete. And it begins, to be an athlete, you first must learn that it is self-respect you have got to earn. You must conquer you, or you'll surely get beat, because you are the one against whom you compete. This poem lives in my head, especially in an individual sport like tennis, where your mind can be your toughest opponent. But throughout my life, this poem sneaks in and helps me get to a good, positive, work hard mindset. So a very appreciative thanks to both Coach Hoover and Coach Hoppenstedt. To the parents of my teammates, thank you. We were a small team, but we had incredible, dedicated parents. Some were at nearly every match, others traveled from farther away and would be there when they could be. And now that I've been a sports parent myself, I understand just how much they gave and how much fun they had together. I'll never forget one year at the NBC tournament at Wichita State, all the parents came back from dinner wearing balloon animals, or holding balloon animals, wearing balloon hats, and they were just laughing. I thought at the time they were just being silly. Now after experiencing the parent side of things, I'm guessing there may have been a drink or two involved. Then, the next morning before our matches, they all went out and played tennis together. Those are memories that continue to last. To my teammates, a lot of them are here today. You are the reason I'm standing here. We were in the trenches together. Sweat, tears, a lot of practical jokes. Fortunately, the girl that did all the practical jokes, she couldn't make it today, but she's with us in spirit. Long road trips in the Rolling Redbird, the exhilaration of victory, and yes, the agony of defeat. Tennis is usually a quiet sport, but nothing felt better than hearing a teammate yell, "Go Birds!" at mid-match, and then having the rest of the team echo it back. Or finishing a match and going to stand by a teammate still competing just to support them, and then having them support you if they finish before you. That kind of bond lasts a lifetime. To my husband Brady and our kids, Brevin and Abby, I'm very thankful you're able to be here today. Although my husband never got to see me play as a Redbird, I'm very thankful that he supports my love for the game when I play now, and when our house gets invaded with all of my teammates. I've been blessed to live in the Bloomington Normal community pretty much since graduation. It's been a joy raising our kids here, attending ISU and Illinois Wesleyan athletic events, and staying connected to people in both athletic departments. I always have a sense of pride when I drive under the ISU bridge on College Avenue. When I drive by Redbird Arena, I always remember how terrifying it was to run the stairs in the upper bowl. I don't know how nobody's ever fallen down those stairs and gone over the railing. It should not be allowed to happen. It's terrifying. When I see Horton Fieldhouse, I remember having to run a half a mile in under 3 minutes if we needed a new pair of tennis shoes. Our kids went to U-High, which is where I spent many hours pre-student teaching clinicals, and I spent many hours at Wybree Golf Course watching our son Brevin play golf. When our daughter Abby chose to continue her softball career here at ISU, I was so excited for her. Now we are both Redbirds for life. Now I had to save the hardest part for last, because this might get ugly. I want to thank my parents. They were all in, all the time. We lost my mom unexpectedly 18 years ago, almost 18 years ago. And there's still so many moments where I wish she could be by my side. Watching a golf match, softball game, or just being at an event like this. She was a rock, and I know she is with me today in spirit. I'm so incredibly thankful that my dad is here with me today. My brother Brian and I were blessed beyond measure. Our parents went to everything they possibly could. We always made us feel supported and loved. I remember one day, our team was playing U of I. Immediately following our match, they took off to watch my brother and the Wesleyan basketball team at Augustana. My guess is there was a bit of speeding down I-74. They did this countless times, and we were so thankful. I learned then how important it was to be there as often as possible for our children, and now that their collegiate careers are over, I'm so thankful that I had parents that showed me the way. So, ISU is home. ISU is family. ISU is special. From the coaches and staff I still see around town who have been here since I was a student athlete, it's clear this place isn't just a university, it's a community, and it's one I'm so incredibly proud to be a part of. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone who put on this event. I am honored, grateful, and above all else, proud to be a Redbird. Thank you.